You know, one thing that I know is that the camera doesn't lie, and this is a really bad haircut. You know, one of my favorite things to do on social media is to look at the pictures of other people's events and to see what's going on. And, you know, the last couple weeks I've been watching a lot of holiday parties, a lot of New Year's Eve parties, and saw some pretty strange things. I think, first of all, one of the scariest pictures I saw was a picture of an entertainer that was performing, and the entire audience had their back to him. Now, it was probably just a bad camera angle. It couldn't have been that bad, but it was almost like literally no one was paying attention. Of course, I've seen a lot of pictures too where they're trying to show off a stilt walker or someone who's balancing on a ball, and it's really just a picture of that person, and that picture that, you know, it just doesn't really tell much of a story other than, well, we had a juggler at the party. Well, so what? You know, you've got to do something that when I see those pictures, I get excited about what happened at the event. I got to kind of wish that I was there. You know, your event photography is probably one of the most important components of the social media and the follow-up after the event. Being able to solidify the memory of the people who were at the event, because they look at that picture and go, I remember how I felt, I remember who was there, here's a little story that I'm going to remember. That's going to come back later when you start creating anticipation. You send those pictures out again 6 months from now and say, hey, do you want to come to our event again in June? And they go, yes, I want to be there because look at this picture. Remember what happened in that picture? I was there. Remember how I felt? Can't wait to go back. And of course, my favorite thing is to create curiosity among the people who didn't come. They can see how much fun people are having, how engaged they were in that event, how they're participating with the other people. They look like they're having a great time, and I stayed home and didn't get to see that this year, and maybe next year I'm going to come. Those pictures are so important, and if it's a bunch of people with their back to the performer, it tells them, maybe they didn't have a great time, or you know, the story that the picture tells doesn't seem very exciting or doesn't make you wonder what happened. It's just not going to get the result that you want. 3 things I recommend you do. Number 1, hire a great photographer and tell them the kind of pictures you want. You want a lot of action shots. You want a lot of pictures that involve people. You want to see people showing emotion on their faces, smiles. That was the other thing I saw a lot of, people doing this. I mean, clearly they were at least intrigued or not repulsed. But we want to see smiles. We want to see people laughing and having a good time. We want to see people interacting with the performers and interacting with each other. Tell the performers, by the way, what kind of pictures do you want to see them too? Because a lot of times when I'm performing, I can see the photographer, and he and I can sort of compose that shot together, where I can adjust where people are standing, or I can position myself so that he can get the angle that he wants, so that he gets exactly the shot he wants. And of course, if you got an iPhone, get out the video function. You know, it's just like the old times with a Disney cartoon where you know, little flip book cartoons. Well, that's basically what a video is now on your iPhone. It's thousands of pictures so that you can, you know, create a video and then scroll through and find exactly the picture, exactly that moment where everyone's smiling, exactly that moment where everybody is looking at the action. Because those are the shots that are going to be creating the anticipation, creating the curiosity, and really getting people to commit to your next event. Like I always say, I don't know that magic is necessarily a fit for your event, but if you're open to a conversation about what you're planning, what you've done in the past, how you measure success, and what you hope to accomplish this year, I'd be happy to tell you exactly what people just like you have done in your particular situation. All you have to do is give me a call at 561-596-3877 or visit the website at magicmeansbusiness.com and click the little button to set an appointment. I look forward to talking to you soon.